Yo, what's going on? Epic Damon here, back at it with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to file your Lyft income with H&R Block. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So let's get right into it. So I'm already on the H&R Block. I'm already signed in on the self-employment side. On the federal, so I'm basically on the federal. Click income, scroll down, click add income. I'm going to click business income, click next. If it can load, come on. Should I reload it? Why not? Let's work this time. Cool. Alright, now let's scroll down. Click self-employment or business income, schedule C, start. I'm going to click on, because they have so many categories, what type of work do you do? Education, direct selling, consulting, taxi, ride sharing, beauty. So I'm going to click taxi ride sharing because it's a Lyft. Click next. It's taking a while. Come on. Alright. Taxi, ride sharing. Click next. Alright, there we go. Alright, is this your business name and address? My business name, yes. My address. See, now this isn't my correct address, so this is an alias. So this is actually a hotel in Denton. You guys can type it up and feel free to look. But yeah, it's an alias, so don't worry. It's not my actual address. So I'm gonna click next. Cool. Did you start or close your business this year? I started in 2018, so these don't really apply to me. I sold or closed my business in 2021. Nope. I started or acquired my business in 2021. Nope. So I'm gonna click neither of these apply, and I'm gonna click next. Do you have employees? No. I work by myself. Do you have inventory? No, I do not. Do you pay an independent contractor more than 600? No. And make sure your business profile is right. Yep. And then taxi type, and then also this is the business code for ride sharing, like for Uber and Lyft. It's gonna be 485300. Just for you guys to know, if you guys didn't know that already. Then I'm gonna click next. And I'm going to add income. Now I'm gonna click add on business income. Now it's gonna ask what type of income did your business have. Now it's gonna ask for a 1099 NEC, 1099 MISC, or 1099K. Now I didn't get any of these 1099s because if I look right here, basically if you received over $20,000 in gross ride, you'll also receive a 1099K, and if you receive over 600 in non-ride related earnings, you'll receive a 1099 NEC. But I didn't receive, and none of those. I received this thing called a Lyft tax summary. Oops, sorry. It's called a Lyft tax summary. So my 2021 tax summary. So I use this to file my taxes. So I'm gonna click business sales, not on a 1099. Click next, and I'm gonna click on it right here. And pretty simple. All I gotta do is just add these two totals, the ride payments plus 270.56. So I'm gonna get my phone and get my calculators. So 4,949.40 plus 270.56. is 5,219.96. 5,219.96. I'll click next. I'm gonna scroll down, and then I want to add my business expenses. So for me, I just add these two things, which is car and truck expenses and then other business expenses, and I'll show you why in just a sec. Okay, now for the car and truck expenses, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click add vehicle for the car that I used for 2021 for my Lyft. And now it's going to ask for the make and model, so Ford Fusion, and then date used for business. So I started in 2018, so in May, so May 24, 2018. Number of months used for business, enter 1 to 12. I did it the whole year, so it will be 12 months. I'm going to click next. Do you own your Ford Fusion? Yes. No, if you don't own the vehicle, obviously you'll say no. I'm going to click next. And then it's asking to check any of these apply. I stopped using business for 2021. No. This is one of 5 or more vehicles. I wish I had 5 vehicles. I use this vehicle for more than one business. Technically I did. I used it for Uber as well. So I'm gonna click on it and click next. And then total miles driven for the whole 2021. You don't really have to give the actual, just give them like an estimate. So I'm gonna say, I guess maybe 30,000. And then business miles driven, you can actually find that out on the Lyft tax summary. So it will be 5,634.77. So I'm gonna put 5,634.77, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Commuting miles driven between your home and work. Now, if you have like another job, and I'm guessing if you had like another job, and basically just telling you like how many miles you put in for your commute from home and work, between your home and work. So like going from your point A to point B. But I honestly don't really know. I mean, technically I do, but I'm gonna just leave it blank. I mean, you guys can put whatever you want, like whatever you feel whatever you feel is the mileage that you've driven, but I'm gonna just leave it blank for now. Click next. Which reporting method did you use the first year? I used the standard mileage. My first year, you used this vehicle for business. Yeah, standard mileage deduction. See, for that question, because like if you guys like me, like because I started doing rideshare in 2018, so I don't know if you guys remember your first year, like what reporting method did you use? The actual expenses. The actual expenses is where you report like your expenses, like oil changes, tires, like repairs, like on your cars, like maintenance, like oil, cabin air filters, tune-ups, things like that. But standard mileage is just like the mileage that you like the total mileage that you've driven, and then they're gonna like multiply that by like 56 cents. So I did the standard mileage. And which method do you want to use to report this year? So I'll just use standard mileage for like the gas and oil and repairs, guys. I mean, you guys can do that, but you guys have to keep track of your receipts. Like you have to keep all those receipts, but I ain't got time for all that. Or you can do the whole compare method, where you can put your actual expenses and then compare to see which one's higher. That way you can take the most, deduction. That way you don't have to pay. That way you pay less in taxes. So I'm gonna click the standard deduction. Excuse me, sorry. And then I'm gonna click next. And then total interest on car loans. Now I actually paid it off like the last year, and for like the interest, I paid in total just like $2,000. And then business related parking and tolls. That's my name, and that's my fake address, guys. So don't worry, don't get scared. So parking and tolls. So the tolls is going to be right here, $58.02. So 58.2, because it was business related. I'm gonna click next. Yes, I drove my Ford Fusions for personal use during my off-duty hours. Yes. And none of these apply. I drove another vehicle for personal use. Nope. Someone who's more than 5% older. Nope. I have evidence that nope. And I'm gonna click next. And I'm gonna click next. And yeah. That's pretty much it. All you gotta do is click next again. And we're back at that main page or whatever where it shows the business income and expenses. Cool. I'm gonna click other business expenses, and now we're gonna put all of these, just these like expenses. So click on here. I'm gonna click Lyft platform fees. So Lyft platform fees, and I'm gonna put 1,000. Here, let me see. It broke 1,638. Cool. And then service fees. Click add expenses. Service fees will be 917.75. Click add expenses. Oh, so, be 22, but I forgot the name of what this was. The third party fees, yeah. Third party fees. And the fourth is express fees, $8. Express fees, $8. Oh, express pay fees, sorry. Express pay fees. And we won't have to put into this because we already put in that during when we was filling out the car, the vehicle mileage expenses. So you don't have to put those 58. And yeah, those things match up. And yeah. Now the reason why this is 918 instead of 917 is because they rounded up. Like they have to round it up to like the whole number. So it'll be 918 since 7 is rounded by 1, so 918. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much how to file your income. And yeah, include. Yep. Cool. And I'm gonna just click next. And that's how to file your Lyft income and also your expenses. You know, pretty self-explanatory. You know, it's pretty easy. Not too hard. Not really that complicated. And it doesn't show that we owe any taxes, so I guess that's a good thing too. And then also, I just want to let you know that I'm not really a tax expert. You know, I just know how to do taxes. I mean, not really know how to do it. I just done it for about 4 years without any complications, no audits, and I wouldn't call myself an expert. But I'm just letting you know I'm not. And if you guys don't feel comfortable or still don't feel comfortable doing this, you can always hire a tax preparer always do some research or hire a CPA or somebody, or even hire somebody from H&R Block, because I know you can always go to the H&R Block store and they can do it for you. But I mean, you do have to. They do charge, or some don't, but some do. Like, especially if you're self-employed. That's why I'm kind of teach you guys how easy it is. That way you don't have to like pay them. You can actually just do it yourself. And yeah, well, technically you will have to pay the whole H&R Block self-employed. But even though, but even then, you're still doing it by yourself and taking care of business. Because I like doing it by myself, because that way there's no mistakes, and because obviously we're humans, we all make mistakes. But yeah, sorry, talking your ears off. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a good one. Peace.